Around 3,500 years ago, an Egyptian man had a problem that millions of people still worry about today. His hair was disappearing, and instead of accepting it, he tried to fight back. Ancient Egyptians believed certain mixtures could bring hair back. They experimented with strange combinations of oils, plants, and animal ingredients, hoping they had discovered the secret to restoring a lost hairline. They were wrong. But what's fascinating is not that the cure failed. It's that humans were already fighting baldness thousands of years ago, long before modern medicine, long before hair clinics, long before anyone understood genetics. Humans were already asking the same question: why does our hair disappear? And the answer takes us much further back than ancient Egypt. To understand when humans first started going bald, we have to look inside the human body. Every hair on your head grows from tiny structures called follicles. But in some people, those follicles are sensitive to a hormone called DHT. Over many years, DHT slowly changes those follicles. The hair becomes thinner, the growth cycle becomes shorter, and eventually, some follicles stop producing noticeable hair. This creates the familiar pattern millions of men know: a receding hairline, a thinning crown, and eventually the classic bald appearance. But here's where the story becomes strange. This process may have been following humans for thousands of years before anyone even noticed it. Scientists believe many of the genetic factors connected to baldness are extremely old. Some may have existed long before modern civilizations, possibly even before humans spread across the planet. But if early humans carried these genes, where are all the bald cavemen? The answer is surprisingly simple. Many of them probably never lived long enough to show it.
Life in prehistoric times was brutal. A small injury could become deadly. A bad infection could end a life. A failed hunt could mean starvation. Average life expectancy was much lower than today, mainly because many people died young. And male pattern baldness usually appears later in life. So early humans may have carried the biological ability to lose hair, but many never survived long enough for anyone to see it. As humans created agriculture, built communities, and developed civilizations, more people began reaching older ages. And suddenly, baldness became visible throughout society. One of the clearest examples comes from ancient Egypt. Thousands of years ago, Egyptian artists painted everyday scenes on tomb walls. Among farmers, workers, and officials were bald men. They weren't shown as unusual. They weren't treated as something embarrassing. They were simply people getting older. Ancient Egyptians understood that hair loss was a normal part of life, but that didn't stop them from trying to reverse it. Humans have always been creative when searching for solutions. Across different civilizations, people created countless ideas. Some used oils, some used herbs, some trusted unusual mixtures, and some tried simply hiding the problem. One famous example was Julius Caesar. The Roman ruler was known for his thinning hair, and reportedly used carefully arranged hairstyles to cover his bald areas. The famous comb-over wasn't a modern invention. Humans were experimenting with it thousands of years ago. But the biggest mystery remains. If baldness is so common, why didn't evolution remove it? The answer is because evolution does not work like a designer fixing every problem. A trait only disappears if it strongly affects survival or reproduction. But male pattern baldness usually appears after many men have already reached adulthood and had children.
By that point, the genes connected to it may already have been passed on. Evolution had very little pressure to remove something that appeared later in life. So the genes continued traveling through generations, from ancient humans to ancient civilizations to the modern world. The first bald human was probably someone who lived thousands of years before history was recorded. We will never know their name, we will never see their face, but their story is still written inside human biology today. Because every time someone notices their hairline changing, they are experiencing a small part of a much older human story. A story that connects prehistoric humans, ancient Egypt, Roman rulers, and billions of people alive today. For thousands of years, humans have searched for ways to stop baldness. And thousands of years later, we're still searching. If you enjoyed uncovering another hidden chapter of human history, make sure to like the video, subscribe to The Curious Human, and tell me in the comments what other everyday human mysteries should we explore next.